Hey, what is up, everybody? This is Steven Preach coming to you. I know that we're all getting fired up about WrestleMania 32. I can tell you that honestly, as SummerSlam 2015 was ending, I was on the verge of, jumping out of my skin. I was going crazy. I think it was Friday night. I was in a Skype call with my buddies. It was me, it was Miguel, it was Luke, and Luke booked his hotel for where he's going to be staying WrestleMania weekend in 32 in Dallas. And, I was all fired up. The second that, SummerSlam ended, I was looking at flights in order to get to Dallas, and I don't even have a flight for Dallas. I haven't even bought my WrestleMania package, and I'm reading these things on Twitter about WrestleMania 33, and basically what's the word I'm looking for here? It's not on the record. It's not public knowledge, but it's, I guess you can say it's internet knowledge. There's talk throughout the company that's spreading to outside sources, which are leaking it for all us to hear out there, is that WrestleMania 33, as we all thought, is going to be going to Minneapolis, Minnesota. It's basically saying that Orlando is not going to be getting WrestleMania 33, but, that's setting them up for already getting WrestleMania 34. I think that Minnesota was a little bit of a weird spot, but the story that I'm reading is basically saying that the reason why WWE is picking to go to Minneapolis over Orlando has to do with Minneapolis is getting a new stadium, and WWE would like to get into that stadium before the Super Bowl does and set the attendance record. So that way they don't have anything that they have to live up to in the future, because they've already set the number, and it'll be a while before maybe Minnesota gets into the running to host another WrestleMania. If you can remember last week, there was a story where basically the vice president of operations for the Minnesota Vikings were doing a media tour and talking about all the things that was going right with Minnesota getting their new stadium. They sort of leaked the news that basically, the stadium hasn't even opened yet, but the Vikings are going to be hosting a WrestleMania. They've already booked a Final Four. They're in negotiations to try and bring the NCAA college football playoff to the stadium, and they've even got WrestleMania already booked. It turns out that WWE, I think, made the guy make an apology, basically saying that they don't have WrestleMania booked, but it is in the cards that they're trying to bring it there. WWE issued a statement saying that there was no announcement made for Minnesota, and that there are many cities in the running. That's basically WWE keeping an open door for other cities to make bids, basically trying to not to lock other cities out, thinking, well, they've already got their mind up on where they're going, so might as well not try to put our foot in there. If you can remember, WrestleMania 31 was in Santa Clara, and that was sort of a surprise. Santa Clara isn't like a big name city. They do have the San Francisco 49ers Stadium there. They will be hosting a Super Bowl, but Santa Clara, San Jose isn't really a destination site that you would think of for a big event like WrestleMania for WWE. I mean, there was a lot of people not making the trip this year for WrestleMania because of the fact there wasn't a lot to do. Now, I don't know a lot about Minnesota, so I'm looking to see a lot of people making videos about what there is to do. I mean, like if you go back, oh dude, what was that guy's name in Miami? There was a guy on YouTube that made videos, Hot Water Wrestling. Oh shit, I feel so bad if I fucked his name up. He hasn't made a video in a long time. He stopped making wrestling videos, and he started making like Blu-ray update videos about his Blu-ray collection. But I haven't seen, I think it's Hot Water Wrestling or something close to that. He made a video that was great, that talked all about Miami, Fort Lauderdale, where to fly into, where to get a hotel. That's what I'm going to be looking forward to. But, WrestleMania is always going to be WrestleMania, and if you know me, I'm going to go where the wrestling is. I might see a little bit of the city, but Minneapolis, all I really know about Minneapolis is Kirby Puckett. Maybe oh shit, I was going to say maybe I can meet Kirby there, but I think he's dead. I apologize, Kirby. You're not one of my favorite players. You're one of my hated moments in sports. You hitting that World Series and them saying, "We'll see you tomorrow night." as a Braves fan, that was like a knife to the heart. But we'll see. I know I'll be there. You guys gonna be there?